text. Darby, be on backup for cards or whatever.
All right, everybody. Welcome to Side Hustle Live. I'm your host, Tim Palladino. I'm joined here today with my Side Hustle business partners, Darby Rollins and Tomer Saran, and our special guest today, Liv Bowser, right? Liv Bowser? That's how you pronounce that? Nice.
Correct.
From Liberate Studio. We encourage you guys to play along. If you're watching this, then we want to hear from you. We want to hear from you in the comments. We want to hear your pitches. We just want to hear your support. We love hearing who you think should get funny or fundable cards. Any interaction is awesome for all of us. If you want more Side Hustle action, be sure to follow us on social media using the tag Play Side Hustle. And if you don't already have the Side Hustle game, the party game for entrepreneurs, then make your way over to Amazon and grab yourself a copy to play with your family and friends. It doesn't matter if you're in person or if you're virtual. All the fun is the same. So let's get to know our guests a little bit better before we jump into round one. Liv, pleasure to meet you, and thanks for being here today.
Of course, I am truly so excited. I love Side Hustle, so thank you for having me.
Yeah, that's right. So you've been competitive with this before. This isn't your first rodeo.
No, we have had some heated dinner parties, COVID safe, of course, with this game, and it always ends with us either running out of ideas or just being too conflicted over a decision, and we just have to call it quits.
Nice. That's always good between friends and family. Who do you normally play with? Local business people, just regular friends? Who are some of the people you're playing with?
Just regular friends, not entrepreneurs like myself. So I will say I think I have a slight advantage because of that. But it's men, women, and everybody in like ad space. So they always come up with fun ideas and like the taglines behind their brands, which is fun.
Yeah.
Fair
yeah,
enough.
the root of it, the most important mechanic is creativity. It has nothing to do with the game itself. It has to do with our personal views and experiences. So
I played the other day with a bunch of nieces and nephews, and I got my butt whooped by a bunch of 12-year-olds. So
totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're fueled on creativity. Like,
Absolutely.
Yeah. So excellent. We're gonna go ahead and play the first round. Liv is going to be the investor as we all try and pitch her the best ideas. But real quick, I'm gonna go over the rules so everybody at home can play along with us.
Mm-hmm.
Pull them up real quick. All righty.
You got them.
Yep, there we go. So rules are nice and simple. So the investor draws a business card and rolls the industry die. The entrepreneurs will take the time to brainstorm their idea. Each entrepreneur will take turns pitching their ideas to the investor, and they will be awarded funny and fundable cards. Those funny and fundable cards act as points. The industry that we're going to be playing with is tech and apps, media and entertainment, toys and games, sports and outdoors, home goods, and fashion and retail. And sometimes when we get investor's choice, we'll go a little bit wild. A couple of weeks ago, we did the space industry. So it is truly investor's choice. Don't have to pick from that industry list. You can go crazy with it. So we're going to go ahead and actually, Tomer, would you mind doing the pulling and rolling? My cards got a little shuffled.
Oh, no worries. I think I'll do that and I'll roll. So if you are watching this live, please feel free to join in on the comments and drop your own pitches. If you do well, I've lost to the crowd before. So don't hesitate to do so. We will read out what you got. Okay. Liv, you feeling ready?
Honestly, I don't know. I'm a little nervous, but
that's cool.
All you have to do is judge us.
Yeah, that is true. Should be easy.
No worries. So we got health and wellness as our first category. Darby, can you start typing this in on that banner there? And then we have...
I don't have access to the banner.
Then I will take care of that. Our first word is drop spot. Yeah. Now, while we're thinking about all this, Liv, could you please tell us a little bit more about Liberate Studio? I'll leave this up for you right here, and you can just tell us a little bit more. In the meantime, we're gonna start thinking about drop spot. About a minute, but take your time and let us know about it. I'm very curious to hear more.
Of course. Well, this is kind of a perfect category to kick things off because Liberate is in the health and wellness space. So I feel like I'm probably going to be a little bit of an intense judge. But Liberate is my company I started last May, and we're the first mental fitness studio. So if you think of a fitness studio, you may think of SoulCycle or yoga studio, and these studios that really focus on your physical well-being. And Liberate is unique in that we focus on your mental well-being. So instead of coming into class and lifting dumbbells to tone your biceps, you're coming to our virtual classes held over Zoom, and we're moving and journaling and meditating to tone our mental muscles like courage, resilience, gratitude, all these really important skills that we don't necessarily learn when we take, a class in college or a physical fitness class. So it's been super fun and kind of perfect timing with the pandemic because stress, anxiety, loneliness were all epidemics pre-pandemic and have only become increasingly more, real for a lot of different human beings in the US and nationwide globally as well. So it's been really fulfilling to spend, every waking hour of the day on this, and health and wellness is, because of that, super important to me. I just feel a lot better when I'm taking care of myself. So that's a little bit about Liberate.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
And when it comes to concise pitches, that was pretty clean.
That was perfect. Yeah. So you've done it.
I really
before,
like it. Yeah. Tim, I think, could you just reset your audio? Maybe just turn it off, turn it back on, and we'll start with us. It's a little choppy, that's all. Cool. And then we'll do that. Awesome. So let's put this up. We got Drop Spot. That is still Liberate Studio. Where was this? There we go. Drop Spot and health and wellness. Darby, would you care to kick us off with a pitch to Liz?
I would be more. Can you guys hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cool. I would be more than happy to kick us off today, guys. So this is a business called DropSpot in the health and wellness industry. Do you need a tampon? Do you need a condom? Do you need some needles? Well, you're in luck because DropSpot is here to help you out. We provide all sorts of helpful items, information on harm reduction, safety, and more. Whether you need something at school or not, we've got it for you. And if there's anything we don't have that you want us to carry, you just got to let us know. We're always looking for new ways to make your life easier. So be sure to follow our needle geolocation beacon and find what you need when and where most. This has never been easier than ever before. And a little background story on how we got started with DropSpot. We started with one location at Columbia University inside their health services department. Because we realized that the need was out there to provide clean needles, clean lighters, clean tampons, clean condoms, and all sorts of other things that come into the lives of crazy college kids. Now, this is obviously expanded to cities and much more. And as we continue to grow, we're expanding nationwide, internationally, across university campuses and cities around the globe. Just invest in us today. We're a massively growing company. DropSpot.
I love when people end the pitch by saying the name again. I don't know if that's what you're supposed to do, but it's such a good technique. I love it.
It is fun. Yeah, that's true. Olivia, you're welcome to ask any questions whenever you want to. You can be like, that's good for me. I got it.
I get. Is it like a vending machine, or is it? Can you paint a picture for me?
Yeah, so we started off as just in the Columbia University's health services department. And because students would come to us because they needed all this sort of things, whether it comes from condoms to needles to whatever they're doing, we want to give them a safe way to do that. Right now, this was years ago, now we've evolved into creating an app, as well as micro locations around the different cities and universities. So you can stop by in person, or you can book an appointment for someone to stop by you and deliver the material.
So you're like a store. It's a convenience store?
It's like a convenient health service provider that's not going to judge you for your judgy needs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, I don't know how I feel about the needles, but I think it's a good concept. So thank you for pitching.
It's too many dirty needles out there. We're just trying to provide people a safe way to
That is not untrue.
Yeah, right. What he said.
All right. Tim, you want to give a test?
Yeah. Can you actually have my audio? That's cool.
Way better. Way better.
All right. So
shout out to DJ, by the way, back on us from Twitch.
Oh, nice.
What up, DJ?
What's up from the UK?
So today I'm here to talk to you about DropSpot in the health and wellness sector. DropSpot is the first flash mob health and wellness center, where if you join our $99 a month membership, you will be alerted. We have no location. You'll be alerted 12 hours in advance of each class where we're all going to be, so you can set up in a public location, just like a flash mob. What we do right now is we offer 4 programs. We do Wim Hof breathing. We do simple meditation, Tai Chi, and HIIT exercise programs. So we can go to the middle of Austin Library and everybody's breathing, doing the Wim Hof breathing. And might freak a couple people out, but that's part of the experience. We learned that it helps with endorphins and pushing your limits even further with comfort. So you're pushing yourself emotionally, not just physically. So that is DropSpot in health and wellness.
Okay. I like that.
Okay.
I'm thinking, why would you want to do it because the location is cool? Is that that's the stickiness?
So it's extrovert training. Also,
okay.
So like, yeah, I can just go to the gym and stuff like that, but there's a little bit of excitement, a little bit more of a dynamic if you don't know where it's going to be until almost right before it. But it's 8 p.m. and the classes are all like 8 and 9 a.m. So you know right before you go to bed, and then when you wake up, you just got to show up somewhere. You got to be ready to go, and you either show up or don't. But when you do go, there's an emotional gain as well. You build self-esteem by putting yourself out there in this new environment, and then going to new environments and kind of flexes that as I said, emotional muscle. So you're used to going out, and you can actually train to be an extrovert from an introvert. We
have Adrian Kwiatkowski on Facebook saying, "I love doing Wim Hof breathing in public. It freaks people the F out."
Yeah.
There we go.
Wow. I like it. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Tell me when you're ready.
I think she's ready.
Yeah. Okay. I'm more than ready. Yeah.
Okay.
Tell us when you're ready, Summer.
Why are you about to get?
Oh boy. Oh boy.
This is not going to work. So we're going to do it differently. Okay. Hello. I am DropSpot in health and wellness. I am the ultimate gym buddy. Do you hate asking people for a spot at the gym? No longer do you have to. I'm DropSpot, your workout buddy. Always there, always supportive. Push hard at the gym. You got it, buddy. I'm a supportive character who works at every Planet Fitness. I have great B2B sales, and we have excellent marketing. DropSpot.
Okay.
That's me helping you with your dope lifts, bro or broette. You are doing great. Invest in DropSpot today.
I thought it was going to be different than it was. Oh, is it still going?
No, I'm just holding it up because I like it.
Okay. So I thought it was going to be like to spot somebody so they don't drop the weight on themselves. Is that?
That's
but
what I
it's
thought,
more.
too.
That's part of it.
Oh.
Part of it. It's also a gym buddy will help you spot you for a lift, but they'll also give you encouraging stuff. You got this. One more rep. You've got this. One more rep.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be a little wimp. Stuff like that.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So my perspective on that is I feel like it could have been much more successful had the focus been on helping people not drop the weight on themselves. Because I have no interest in someone speaking to me like that at the gym, but I would love to be able to like bench press and know I'm not going to break my clavicle. So
Sure.
I just, as feedback, I think that could be a product improvement to perhaps build.
I will work on my voice chip for sure.
Yeah, you could make her British or something.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I think that's better already. Okay,
One
so
more
now
spot of tea.
do I pick?
Okay, so now take a second. Do you happen to have a set with you? A card?
I told him I gave it to someone to borrow because I
Awesome.
love the game.
Well, we'll hold them up for you.
Okay.
Basically, let's take a second, and then you can just maybe say the name, the category, and then summarize our pitches, and then hand them out however you want.
Okay. All right. So Tim's drop spot. Drop spot in health and wellness as kind of like a flash mob events company within specific health and wellness that doesn't require a lot of movement. I guess you move in Tai Chi, but not a ton. I really like that idea. I think more so than being like for extrovert training, it could just be like a fun friend activity to do because I think introverts are going to be really terrified of that. But I still think it's a really good idea. So I would give you fundable.
Nice.
Okay.
Winning.
Congratulations on the fundable card.
Congratulations.
Okay. And then for Darby, Darby had drop spot in health and wellness, and it was basically like a convenience store for needles and condoms and tampons and other products. I feel as though needles are not on brand for myself as a human being. So I don't feel like I'm aligned to that, as the sharks would say. It's just not my space. So I don't think I would invest in that. But Tomer's I would invest in because it's funny, and I think that there's potential for that like spotting aspect of drop spot, which we'll just work on together.
All right.
Well, thank you so much.
Scratching your throat as you were saying that. That voice is bothering you, huh?
Yeah, I'm like, I can feel it. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm so achy about it. But thank you for that card. That was delightful. Tim, would you like to take the next roll while we get everything else set up? Great. Let me roll for you for category, and I'll pull the card while I set up the rest. So get that little ASMR. That is a 6. We just did that. So let's do investor's choice, my friend. Pick a category first.
Oh boy.
What's today's date?
The 30th.
Investor's choice. I'm trying to think what kind of holidays are coming around.
You can just say holidays, and that could be enough.
Yeah, I guess holidays. That's a monkey wrench. Good luck, guys.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, it's holidays, and tell me if we did this one already recently. I don't think we did. So let's do complete seat.
Okay.
In holidays. I'm gonna do that. In the meantime, I'll put up this banner, find us on Amazon, and play Side Hustle, and I'll write that up and give us about a minute. Go for it, Tim. Tell us what's going on.
Yeah, as I mentioned before, we really, really encourage you to play along with us. So if you're watching this, we want to hear from you in the comments. We want you to be playing Side Hustle with us. We want some encouragement. We want anything you want to say. We absolutely love interaction with you guys. It's so much fun, and we're getting interaction from people all over the place. If you want more Side Hustle action, please follow us on all of our socials using the tag Play Side Hustle. Side Hustle, the party game for entrepreneurs, is available on Amazon right now. So we want you to have fun with this game like we are, working on new projects and more exciting things that I'm not allowed to talk about yet, but we want you to be part of them. We want you to join our Facebook community. Go right to our Facebook page and see the link right there. It's a great way to start the conversations about playing games, and we can have conversations about our new and upcoming projects, and just really start a community based on fun. So yeah, that's all I got for announcements this week.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right. Great.
Time?
So I think that's about time. We can call it there. How's everybody doing on their pitches? Feeling good? Feeling ready?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Go for it.
All right. So I'm going to choose Darby to go first.
Myself?
That'd be you. You're Darby.
All right.
Yes, that's right, Darby. That's you.
Awesome. All right.
So we are doing complete seat. Oh, I changed it, but it didn't save. So I'll type it in the meantime. Go for it, Darby.
Are you feeling lazy at home during the holiday? Well, have we got a solution for you? Complete Seat is revolutionizing the way that people are feeling lazy around the house during any holiday, whether it's Christmas, New Year's, Hanukkah, Easter, July 4th, or just Independence Day, celebrating with Will Smith from the movies, Independence Day, saving her from the aliens. Complete Seat is giving you the ultimate lounging experience to laze out on the couch, watch some mind-melting content on the TV, and do absolutely nothing this holiday season. Complete Seat.
Was that a Jarvis inspired pitch?
What do you think?
I think it was. All right. I have no further questions. I'm going to go ahead and move over to Olivia or Liv.
Okay.
The name Olivia is always so. The Lumineers.
Yes. Oh yeah,
so
such a good
song Ophelia.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't not hear the name Olivia and not sing that song in my head with the name Ophelia. I don't know why. There's
actually a ton of names or a ton of songs that are called Olivia. There's like a John Mayer song. There's a One Direction song. There's tons of songs written about Olivias, which I feel really good about. But I just Liv speaks to me more these days. But you feel free to call me whichever you prefer.
I think there needs to be more Tim songs and Tom Mayer. And
there might be. You should look it up. Just type it into Spotify and see what comes up.
Probably just poems.
Of course.
All right.
Tim, I have to say, in my house, every time you come up, all I can think is it's Monty Python. They call me Tim, and it is a great moment. If you don't know it, then I suggest you do. Go ahead, Liv. Knock them out of the park. Kill them.
Okay, so holidays are so fun, but there's always that one family member that doesn't show up last minute. They missed their flight. They just backed out. At the end of the day, there's always an empty seat at the dinner table. So Complete Seat is a tech-based holographic chair to make sure you don't feel a lack of energy or loneliness at the dinner table. Complete Seat will fill up your dining room table to make sure that whoever wasn't able to come still has a presence at the table. You simply text a photo of the missing person to this chair, and it will put a holograph of it as if they were sitting right there with you. That way, you'll never feel sad at the table again. And that is really it. And the bonus is that it works for single people. So if you're lonely, eating dinner with yourself every night, you can purchase a Complete Seat and pop in your friend or your mom. And it's as if you're not eating alone.
I like it.
I
like
that.
it. So it's meant, I guess so is it for the holiday, the family member that's not showing up, or is it just like anybody who's alone can kind of like come to dinner with you?
So we're launching as a holiday product, especially during COVID. A lot of people were alone over the holidays. So it was really great to just be able to have that family member at your table as a holograph. But then we realized there's a huge market with singles as well. So that's kind of phase 2.
Taking it. You took the question right out of my mouth. All right. I got no more questions.
You know, they say fire was invented multiple places at the same time. Adrian Kutowski submitted almost at the exact same time as you started talking, complete seat. Are you bummed that no one is coming to buy this holiday due to COVID? Does dining room table look empty? Do you miss your best friends? Complete Seat is the first company that provides life-size real replicas of your best friends so they can join you at your meal, no matter how far away they are, leaving no seat incomplete. Each replica is dishwasher safe, which concerns me, but that's great. So you guys had a very similar idea. I love your holographic version of it too. So that is good.
And we can spell holiday like hollow, like holographic.
Ooh, oh my gosh.
Oh
I
my God.
do this.
Wow.
All right, Tomer. Good luck, man.
Sure.
That was pretty gangster pitch.
Ho ho ho! Happy holidays! Today we bring you Complete Seat in holidays. Are you a mall Santa? Do you feel like every time you sit down on the chair they provide you, it is killing your derriere? Well, guess what? No longer is that the issue with Complete Seat, a specifically designed chair for holiday Santas that will allow you to have cup holders, extra cushion for your obvious bigger cushion, and a perfectly pee-resistant surface, considering how many little children will sit and cry up on your lap. Complete Seat. Don't go ho ho home without one.
Seats and greetings.
Okay. Seats and greetings.
All right, I'm just making some notes. I have no questions. I'm just writing my notes down.
No questions.
I'm gonna deliberate for a moment. So just working kind of backwards. Tomer, it's the specialized seat or cushion
it's a specialized
for
Santa chair
for professional sitters. Is that's okay? Cool.
That's correct.
And then Liv, we got the Hollow Day graphic family, but we're going to be potentially moving on to dating, which totally makes sense. And Darby, I'm not sure. I tried writing a couple things down, but I don't know what your pitch was. What was it? Can you give me another synopsis? Like you had to like a
just is super lazy boy, like COVID style, just not doing anything at the holidays, just melt on the couch.
You just locked down.
Yeah, just straight lockdown status.
Yeah,
always.
lock you down. There's a time release. Okay, all right. So with all that information, I'm gonna have to say Tomer is the funny. And Liv is definitely the fundable, and I want to do this. And I think not only could it make money, but it can make the world a better place. People happier.
I think I should start it. I'm like I gotta quit my job.
Everything. We're just quitting everything. We're selling. I'm selling this lamp. Selling the pen. We're doing it.
Love it.
That's amazing.
Too good.
Great. Well, looks like. Should I go up next, or who wants to do the speed round at the end there? I can go now, and then Darby, you can run the speed round at the end.
Sure.
How's that? Cool.
Sure.
Yeah. Boom. Wow, this dice really likes 6, but so does my hand, I guess.
It's
Oh yeah, you know how it is. Okay, I want to hear some fashion and retail.
Okay.
And I'm gonna pull out, see if I can get to a lower card. Fashion and retail. and it will be Go Spire. Okay, so let me change this banner to this and this. Complete seat. Playing with you.
Okay.
Liberate.
Good luck.
Okay, guys. Yeah, Go Spire is your move. Well, everyone, things are all fun and games at the Side Hustle headquarters. We are working with a bunch of educators at the moment to find ways to incorporate the game into schools and into universities through lesson plans and through STEM things. There's we have a few professors and teachers who are working with us to develop some curriculum around it. Some of those include, obviously, like for an entrepreneurial class, something that is like, okay, students will, create a fake business and business plans around it as an exercise, but also for some of the creatives in order to essentially create made up companies that would then be clients for them to work against. For example, creating logos or jingles or some other writing assignments for it. Those are kind of the places that I'm focused on in terms of some content creation and curating it so that the brand can be used by people at home and people at schools, and parents can feel better about bringing it out for the younger generation, but also we can see how you're never done learning. And I took an entrepreneurial class in grad school that was one of the most vital ones to me, and I wish we had played this, because there was a moment where we had to come up with a business plan, and the hardest thing was to ideate, and I think this would have been a very fun primer for that. And so with that, guys, I think you have about 5 seconds left to come up with your amazing plan for Go Spire. And the category was beauty. What was it?
Fashion and retail.
Fashion and retail. Fashion and retail. Great. All right. Liv, how do you feel about going first?
I actually feel really good about it.
Ooh, I like that.
Okay.
All right. Go for it.
All right. We all know that fashion creates community, and at Go Spire, our question was, how can we amplify this even more? How can we create the coolest looking articles of clothing that do more than just make the person that's wearing it feel good, but it makes everyone who interacts with them feel good as well? So Go Spire has launched just at first with a long trench coat that is covered in magnet mantras in all bright colors, and you can give these mantras away. Just simply peel them off your jacket and hand them to someone you meet, the barista at the coffee shop, somebody you strike up a conversation with on the subway, and they can say things like, every day is a gift, comparison is the thief of joy, be the change, things like that, whatever kind of resonates with you and the person you're connecting with. And then as you strip off each magnet, it reveals this really cool layer of fabric underneath that could be black, gold, or silver, depending on your preference. And it's just a great way to help people feel really empowered in their own presence every day, and also spread the love everywhere they go.
That sounds lovely.
Yeah. Rad.
I have a friend back in New York, Hila, and I'm blanking on her last name at the moment, but she would give out these little felt hearts with a pin in them that you could just pin wherever you wanted to. And every time I saw one being handed out, I always saw joy from that. And I saw people come back to her years later and be like, I still have that freaking heart. Mm-hmm. And this reminds me of that in such a lovely way. I also like the financial portion of the fact that it is replenishable, which means you have to reorder. Yeah. So well done. Okay, let's go Darby, what you got?
All right, I got Go Spire in the fashion and retail space. So everyone knows that entrepreneurship is hot right now, and kids are more excited about the opportunity now more than ever, especially with shows like Shark Tank out there, games like SideHustle. But the fashion and retail space is a massive industry that's always changing every year. New cycles, you got lots of different moving facets to it, and so GoSpire is actually an elementary age level entrepreneurial training program to inspire kids to develop products and services and businesses in the fashion and retail industry. We do it by partnering with different colleges and universities and school systems. We are STEM certified, and we're just creating a great ecosystem to help kids come up through the ranks and come out and be really amazing fashion and retail entrepreneurs right out the gate. Sometimes even before they graduate high school, they're already on their way to making their first 6 figures. GoSpire.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Cool. What kind of guest professors do you guys have?
Like Mark Cuban, Tomer Saran.
Ooh.
Yeah, just great entrepreneurs. And
delightful. Yeah. Okay, thank you so much. Appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Tim, hit me up. What you got for GoSpire?
Right. So GoSpire and fashion and retail. GoSpire is a combination of the word go and inspire. GoSpire is the first fashion line based on some of the most inspirational public figures in history. The first 3 lines that we are actually coming out with is based on Mother Teresa. The second one is Elon Musk. And the third one is Martin Luther King. These will 20% of all the income from each fashion line will go ahead to a 501c3 that will then be divvied up and perpetuate whatever that person's dream or action was. So what we can do is even they're not all passed, but even in their passing, we can take their dream and amplify it using the message board of fashion. GoSpire in fashion and retail.
Wow. Solid. And
Appreciate you.
And the families have given you the rights to use all their likenesses. Okay. Good to know. And what demo are you aiming at with these clothing?
So we're really fortunate we really cover all bases with at least those first 3 lines.
Sure.
There's not going to be one soul untouched. Like everybody is going to, yeah. And then it'll also be.
Who's on your underwear?
It's me.
Oh, okay. This goes to the Tim.
I have exclusive rights to the underwear.
Okay, cool. I was worried that you were going to put Mother Teresa on your underwear because that would make me very uncomfortable.
No.
So I'm glad to hear that. Okay, thank you very much, Tim.
Yeah.
Okay, we have, to summarize, so we have funny and fundable cards here that I can give out. And I'm going to do so for the product or business of GoSpire in fashion and retail. To summarize, we have Liv here with feel-good clothing that has essentially tags or magnetic pieces that you can give away. This was the flagship product, but I'm going to focus on it. That you can give away to people as a good vibe. I would probably encourage people to put $1 tucked in there so you could give it to like some homeless here and there. But it seemed like a lovely way to do it. I like that a lot. We had Darby with training for the younger generation to go into the fashion retail space, essentially young entrepreneur, like inspiring young entrepreneurs, which I think I think there's like a Project Runway Junior or something like that at the moment, which is kind of the vibe that I'm thinking like that as well. And Tim with fashion that features inspirational people, and then that had some sort of cause, and then a portion of those proceeds go to the causes that they supported. Also viable. These are all very sort of fundable projects, like ones that could exist today for the first time, rather than just like, yeah, floating stuff, guys. And you're, it's all stuff that exists today.
Cloud.
Yeah. I do feel like for some reason I resonate with like all these brands that have synergistic properties to them where you're donating to the cause, right? And I think that works very well. Tim, I'm going to give you fundable because I see that it works well, and I've seen so many people wearing things like that. Darby, you were a close toss-up on that one. If I could rip the card in half, I wouldn't, because that would be rude.
Well, it's and then you're the investor, and you can break the rules and make the rules.
You're right. And in that way, Lib, I'm going to give you the fun card.
Oh, thank you.
The fun card.
Yeah, I understand.
Because it was not very funny to me, but it was super fun and very like heartwarming to hear. And so I'm going to give you that card. Delightful. Well, excellent. Well done, everybody. Almost everybody.
We even had Adrian pop in with a funny. I think he would have won funny.
Oh, I didn't see it. Let's read that out loud. Adrian had Ghostspire. Tired of getting horrible concert footage on your GoPro or smartphone? Does your arm get all tingly holding the camera above your head for the band's entire set? Ghostspire is the first portable camera tower hat that straps onto you and holds your GoPro or smartphone incredibly high overhead, literally, on a large spire. That'll make you feel and look like the top of the Empire State. Ghostspire. Note, manufacturer not responsible for lightning strikes at outdoor venues. Fair enough. I love the idea. I like the funny, but I hate cameras in front of my face at concerts. So no deal, Adrian. No deal. Come back to me when you've created visible stuff. No screens. But thank you so much for joining.
Romero, real quick, can you reset your mic? It's getting a little bit of flutter.
Will do. In the meantime, Tim, why don't you prompt Liv to talk more about her business?
So Liv, let's talk a little bit more about Liberate Studios. What was the genesis of it? Where did it come from? Most businesses are usually, built from a personal desire to either help or an idea across. Where was that moment? Where did that come from for you?
Great question. I've had anxiety and I've felt the symptoms of stress. I was employee number 1 at a startup, which was lonely living in a new city. I didn't know anybody in LA. I didn't even have any coworkers to complain to. And I felt super stressed with that experience. And I recognized that I didn't feel super great, but I wasn't sure what to do to feel better. And I've always been really into physical fitness. So I had turned to physical fitness for a community and for an outlet and for endorphins. And it definitely helped, but I never left a physical fitness class thinking, oh, I have more confidence or I have more courage. I, have a better relationship with my anxiety, nothing like that. So that was really, kind of where the idea came from of, well, what if we created, a similar space and community like physical fitness, but the focus is on mental fitness instead of mental fitness always getting the back seat, which I think it has for a long time. So my goal is not to replace physical fitness by any means, but just to create a more multi-dimensional conversation around our health and understanding about, what we do to be healthy. It's not just going for runs. It's also journaling or meditating, whatever it may be, just so you feel good from every angle.
Yeah, it's important too because our mental health and mental fitness falls into the category of what's not seen will be forgotten. Exactly. It's difficult to actually get your hands on. You can't see gains really in mental fitness, but it's so important because it seems to be the driver in most of us.
Right.
Yeah. So that's super important. And I understand in LA. I lived in LA for a year. It's a jam-packed, lonely city. So it was a great place. It was a great place to maybe push you over the edge and make that happen, which is a good thing. So where are you today? So how if I was a brand new customer, tell me about what that would look like.
It depends on if you're a business or if you're an individual, because we offer both B2B classes and then B2C as well. But if you're just an individual looking to check out mental fitness, You can go to our site. We have classes 6 days a week, 30 minutes or 60 minutes. You can jump into anything, bring a friend, whatever makes you feel comfortable. And then you'll hold a little bit of space for movement, gentle stretching or light yoga. And then we journal. We hold space for conversation, which is always an option. It's never a requirement. And then we meditate to ground the whole practice. So it's just as dynamic as a physical fitness workout, which I think was missing from a lot of the existing options of like, people aren't going to go to a 45-minute meditation class if they've never meditated before. That sounds awful. And I mean, it doesn't to me, but it does to other people. And so how can we create, an energizing, fun environment like physical fitness where some of the mental options right now are a little bit stale or a little bit, more one-dimensional. So that is what's so great about our classes is because, it kind of flies by and you're just jumping from one activity to the next.
Yeah, that's excellent. Are you the one actually hosting the events?
I host some classes. We call ourselves leaders. So there's 4 other class leaders that lead most of the classes. Every once in a while, I do lead them, but I'm working a lot on growing, the business and being the CEO and the founder at the same time. So I kind of got to balance my schedule.
Yeah. Either working in or on your business. That's
Yeah.
And to clarify, these are online or in person? It seemed like a bit of both, but it was a little unclear to me.
They're all online right now. We did do some in-person classes outdoors in LA back in the fall, but we're just kind of waiting till COVID calms down. Everybody's vaccinated, then we'll be back at it.
That's great. I'm curious about your journey a little bit more, if you feel like it. I'm always curious, what are you most working on today that you are trying to resolve? I feel like at each stage of the business or whatever, you're like, okay, cool. This is my hurdle right here that I ran into yesterday, and I'm like, where is this? Or what is your main goal at the moment on it that you feel that's occupying your mind and time? I'm always curious.
Yeah, I think right now we've been almost in existence for a year, coming up on a year in May, and we have such a wonderful community that started as friends and family, and it's grown into, organic word of mouth and different brand partnerships that I do. But I mean, that's what our community is. And so my goal is to take us from this amazing, supportive, smaller community to a nationwide support system for every human being who's ever felt stressed or anxious or lonely, and make it a proactive practice. So it's not just something you turn to when you're not feeling good. It's something that you do all the time so that, when those hard times in life do come along, you're okay because you have these muscles built already. And to be able to reach the whole nation, like you can't just get a megaphone and stand on the top of a building. Unfortunately, that's not how marketing works. So I'm working on, different marketing campaigns and a crowdfunding campaign to effectively relaunch this May and go from this more of a dry cleaner business energy to a, household name energy starting this May. So that's what I'm looking up at, trying to figure out how I'm going to get there. And it's just, constant thinking about it, but I'm excited for the next chapter.
Yeah,
that's delightful.
Totally, go ahead. Oh, sorry about that, buddy. Yep. So that's something that we would totally be willing to talk with you. We have experience in Kickstarters, so we can.
For sure.
Have a chat with that as well. And what you're doing is perfect for a Kickstarter because this isn't a product; it's a movement.
Exactly.
It's kind of like a revolution in the way we're acting in our environment. And so I think that's gonna be really, really awesome to watch grow.
I also noticed that I can hear that you journal in the way that you phrase your wants, meaning that you phrase it as a blue sky wish that of where you what would you want this to be in the perfect sense? Is that everyone in the country feels this way and has these tools and that we've brought it to them. And I think that is a fantastic thing. And I think that's a powerful motivator or a way to stay motivated. And I think that it shows. I hope that analysis came off okay just now, but that was my read on it.
No, for sure. I mean, I don't believe in toxic positivity by any means. Like if something's bad, I'm gonna say it's bad, and like I feel all the feelings, but at the same time, there's so much power in gratitude practice and resilience practices. And if I do them for a living, I'm obviously going to have those muscles. Like all of those skills are just muscles, and I strengthen them every day. So I think that it really helps as a founder, because it can definitely be hard. Like when, you know, days go by and you feel like change isn't happening, but if you kind of stick to your guns and like have these practices supporting you, it doesn't feel quite so heavy or difficult, for me at least. Yeah.
It almost gives you, personally, it's given me, because I've taken on quite a few crazy endeavors, but it gives you the self-esteem, that relationship with self, to keep on moving and have the power of faith in yourself, to keep on going until those like moments just pop up, where it's like, oh, where did this come from?
Allow me to segue towards the game that incorporate yours, if I will. Where do you feel that play and fun come into the space of mental health and utilizing breaks and company and games like SideHustle, for example, in the practice? How do you feel like that connects with what you're doing?
It fully connects. Our original tagline was recreational mindfulness, because I think people, and it still is, we have so many taglines, but I think mindfulness and mental health, it feels so heavy. Like you even say that and people associate it with like work or therapy, and it's heavy and it's lonely and it's not that fun. And that's not true. And it doesn't have to be that case. And so whether it's recreational mindfulness or we're calling it mental fitness, either way, it's supposed to be like playing, like the same way I'm running on a treadmill at Barry's. Like that's not work. That's basically dancing. There's music blasting in my ears. And so trying to create that more open and less pressure approach. You know, it's not about performing. It's just about taking time for yourself. And like, you can draw, you can just sit there, you can do whatever the heck you want, but we take everything in life so seriously, as we should. We're hardworking human beings, but I feel like a lot of life has kind of turned into a performance. Like we only want to do things we're good at, and we, want to be just 10 out of 10 at everything we approach. And so just to strip away that performance angle and to focus more on play, like who cares if I don't get a fundable card? Did I have fun? Was it like fun to think of a new idea? Of course. And so obviously I want to win the game, but it's also fun to just play and like exercise your mind in a different way. So, I mean, I think play is like right up there with our core values.
Delightful. I think that that's a lovely synthesis of that. And I think from there, let's transition into our lovely, exciting lightning round. What do you guys say? I'm afraid of the graphic that's about to happen, but let's all give it sound effects. Ready?
You made the sound effects. Ready?
Yeah.
It is time for our lightning rounds. The rules are simple and the game is fast. The investor will roll 3 die, and each player will get their own business card. So everybody will share the industry, but everybody will get their own business card. They will be pitching on the spot. There's no time to come up with an idea. It is on the spot. And at the end of this round, the investor will award the funny or fundable points to the people who won them.
All right.
Any questions, Liv? Nice and simple, but it's just high pressure. So
Darby, Darby, you will be our person, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So I have 3 cards drawn ready. I'm going to roll a category for you. We already did that one, so I'm going to just change it up just so we have something different. Let's do media and entertainment. How's that sound to you, buddy?
I like it.
Perfect.
All right. Media and entertainment. I have the 3 cards here. Darby, when you're ready, I will pull the card for, let's say, Tim, you can go first, so that way I can start typing it out here, okay? Okay. Darby, you ready to go?
You want me to go first?
No, you're going to be the investor.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. All right, Tim, you ready, my friend? Oh, yeah, he says. Okay, speed round. in what was it? What I just said?
Media and entertainment.
In media and entertainment. Tim, go and give the synthesis thing.
Oh, gee, man, I get
jackpot.
Good one. Okay, so jackpot in media and entertainment is the first universal dongle to plug into any computer, any phone, any audio jack, any video jack. No matter what, you shape it kind of like buckyballs into whatever jack it needs to be so it can fit into whatever it wants to come from. So jackpot is the first truly universal and manipulable cord to go from one device to another. Jackpot. That was terrifying.
Okay.
Excellent. Fish.
What's that?
Jackpot. Well done.
Wow.
We have a comment coming in here somewhere.
Oh, I'm sure we do.
I'm sure. 1 + 1 point for using the word dongle. Good job. Thank you,
I saw a
Adrian.
couple eyebrows. The eyebrows went up when I said dongle. They're like, what is a dongle?
That's right. Okay. Next one up. Olivia, you ready to go? Liv?
Alrighty, let's do it.
Gravy, she says. Okay. I'm going to need to edit this. In media and entertainment, your card is Helio.
Okay. Media and entertainment is incredibly stressful. So many celebrities have said they have depression, anxiety, take medication to deal with these symptoms. And Helio is a new brand on the scene designed for celebrities and people in entertainment specifically to be a pocket therapist and support system whenever they need a little bit of healing. So you can work with these different pocket therapists. You can also ask them to come on site with you if you're willing to pay that additional rate, and they'll help you work through the situations that really only celebrities and people in media understand. That's what I got.
Nice.
Damn, that is nice.
Nice.
High-end clientele. Ooh, brush them shoulders off.
I only had hair to do that. I'll try that.
Oh, I try, but then it, I did that too often, and then that happened.
It came off.
Yeah, be careful.
Okay.
All right. All right. Media and entertainment. I've not looked at the card. My word is hypno thighs.
Classic.
Okay. Hypnothize in media and entertainment. Do you feel like your husband isn't doing the laundry, isn't picking up the kids, taking care of anything? Is he just stuck on the couch watching yoga videos all day, working out? Well, no longer. Throw on Hypnothize. We throw in mnemonic, hypnotizing words into yoga videos so that men who watch it will be inspired to listen to their partners and do their chores and errands and take care of their kids. Hypnothize. They're hypnotic, my friends.
All right. Okay. Cool. So let me recap real quick on the lightning round. That was an intense round for sure. The industry was media and entertainment, and we started off with Tim and his company called Jackbot, which is a universal dongle, the first universal dongle. Then we had Liv with Helio, which is like celebrity pocket therapy. Pocket therapy, is that how you describe it?
Yeah. It can be in person too, but yes.
Okay, cool. In person or in your pocket. And then we had Tomer with another rendition of Hypnothize, dealing with yoga pants that were hypnotizing.
They do that though.
But it seems it's only for men. Or it's only
I forgot I had done that. So next time, let me know if I've done that card. And I'll change
Tim, you get the funny card for your placement of the word dongle. And Liv, you get the fundable card because I can see
Oh.
you're making a lot of money.
Woohoo, me
I
too.
agree with
I
that.
like money.
I'll concede that one. Well done, everyone.
We've made it to the end.
Does anybody have any final notes? We went through our rounds.
We
Did you have a
did.
good time?
Who
Was it
won?
all that you hoped for and more?
I know it wasn't me, but who actually won? Who stacked up the wins?
Well, it was a three-way tie between Tim, Tomer, and Liv. But Liv, you get that extra point for being the lovely guest. It's unfortunately the handicap, but we should all be better at this than we are, and we're not.
It's hard.
But fun, and that's the best part.
So fun.
A little challenge keeps you awake during the day. But you did fantastic. Why don't you tell everybody again where they can find yourself and where they can find your products?
Yeah, you can find Liberate. It's at Liberate Studio online, or at Liberate Studio, or LiberateStudio.com rather, online, and at Liberate Studio on Instagram. Come try a class. It's probably going to surprise you if you're a little bit nervous about what mental fitness is. Super approachable for all levels, and feel free to DM us too if you have any questions. I'm happy to answer.
Yeah, and I'll make sure I have all that information in the show notes.
Perfect. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you all for joining. Again, if this looked like fun, it is. Check us out, grab a copy on Amazon, and share with us your pitches. You'll very quickly and easily can get featured on our stuff, and we can all have a lovely, lovely time. Tim, Darby, anything else to add?
That's all. Much love.
Well,
Get you on Amazon. Get you one on Amazon.
Get yourself one there, and everybody stay safe, have fun, and we'll see you next week for another episode of Side Hustle Live.
Thank
Bye,
you
everyone.
so much.
Take care, guys.